Capricorn, you have come into this time to teach your fellow beings the value of having a good reputation. You have an intuitive sense that if you don't present yourself properly in public, your behavior can come back to haunt you at the most inopportune times. Operating negatively, you teach this lesson through suffering the consequences instead of reaping reward. Others can learn the value of a good reputation by seeing yours demeaned as a consequence of your own improper public behavior. Operating positively, you teach by presenting yourself with dignity and reserve while you're in the company of others, even with your own family unit. Every action is well thought out. You are so self disciplined that you can bring a good friend to the airport and refrain from kissing him or her goodbye just so it cannot possibly be misconstrued. Heaven forbid that anyone should say to the wrong person, I saw John and Mary Lou kissing at the airport. You make sure that others have no opportunity to weaken your standing in any way. You are always aware of your reputation, and that is why you are so reserved in public. Yet you really let the tiger out of the cage when the bedroom door is closed and the shades are pulled. The protocol of achievement. You are teaching the true definition and necessity of protocol through your intuitive understanding that when climbing the ladder of success, certain acknowledgments need to be made along the way. Recognizing that anyone above you on the ladder has a fear of looking down, you understand that this fear comes from not wanting to be on a lower rung. Whether striving for spiritual, material, or emotional success, everyone is comfortable in his or her chosen upward path. When someone else is encountered moving upward, it can either remind the person of where he or she was or cause the fear of not being recognized for accomplishments. Those who are not secure in their current status can be very dangerous adversaries because those who have fears are capable of pulling others down with them. Just as a man who is drowning sometimes drowns the person who has come to save him. In recognizing this need to respect another's achievements, you secure the ground for those with whom you work. This allows others to be more comfortable and gives them a clear vision to their own path with no unnecessary obstacles in their way. Through this intuitive awareness of recognizing that all must be respected and acknowledged, your path to the top can be easier, if sometimes slower, of a journey. But the route you have chosen to the top is clear to you because you understand the necessity of protocol and teach the lesson of respecting those who have gone before and their accomplishments. You also understand and teach that if you want to succeed in this lifetime, you must always conduct yourself as if someone was watching. Whatever examples you are setting, you find yourself living a very visible lifetime, or at least your behavior would indicate that this is so. You appreciate that it is in your best interest to act as if everything you do will be uncovered. Those around you learn that if they choose to go to the top, they must always conduct themselves as if every aspect of their lives were broadcast on television. Because you are teaching the value of maintaining a good reputation, your energy automatically draws attention to you that others can learn. It's up to you to choose whether you depict yourself positively or negatively. But either way, people learn about the importance of reputation through watching you. Others can learn from you how to climb the ladder of success in all areas of life. You recognize that no forward motion can be taken until current ground is secured, whether it be in affairs of the heart or in business. You teach others that before the next step is taken in a business venture or in a relationship, they must always be secure about where they are. This is similar to the action of a mountain goat, who sometimes goes sideways or takes a few steps backwards, but gets to the top without falling because it does not step on insecure ground. You are here to lead an exemplary lifetime and model in your own behavior the principles for which you stand. Through your ability to commit to an ideal and uphold it by virtue of the way you live your life. You teach others that it is possible to stand for a principle that is larger than their personal lives while still going about their day to day activities. You teach them the value of commitment since you have the capacity to materialize your goals through the power of your pledge and the ability to keep your goal solidly in mind. This level of awareness allows you to use everything that comes across your path to assist you in reaching your goal. In this way, you teach those around you the value of adversity. People drawn to you tend to be overly emotional and sensitive, and they need to learn to function in the material world. Through your natural ability to teach responsibility and protocol, you show them how to succeed in areas where previously they had floundered. You aid others in not taking the external world so personally that they allow its harshness to cause them emotional upsets. You teach those around you to be responsible for their actions because you know that whatever you do in life, you will be judged by others. You understand that society tends to be judgmental, and you are teaching others to get along with society, to interrelate, and to be successful. Through you, they learn that by living within the limits that society sets, they will be judged by those around them. It is very important that you teach others to be useful and act in a manner that serves society, since by doing this, you feel you are living a responsible life. The usefulness is of the utmost importance for you. Everything in your life must have a use, and you do not believe in waste, especially the waste of character. If people are not using their potential, not putting their best foot forward, or are losing their good reputation, it's a waste. You do not want to squander your time around people of poor character, for you recognize that society judges you not only by who you are, but by those with whom you associate. You teach people the value of being responsible for the way they achieve their goals through a correct relationship with the society in which they live. In other times, you were very comfortable and secure within the home environment. Thus, in this existence, you need to overcome a dependency on home and mother and go out into the world to become a valuable member of society. If you choose to learn this lesson in a negative way, it will be through society's restricting you, perhaps even through periods of incarceration. There may be times when you are constantly demeaned by those around you, or when your reputation is ruined, or when others find you of no value whatsoever and have no qualms about letting you know. Through these experiences, you learn that it's very important to give and not just take. If you go through life taking and not giving, you encourage resentments and restrictions. These restrictions are really self imposed when you choose to give nothing back to the society that can give you an avenue, a direction, and a place to claim a name for yourself. If you learn your lesson positively, in the beginning, it may be through trial and error in how you relate to other people, by perceiving on the positive path of establishing a proper reputation, giving, sharing, and making a useful contribution to your environment, you will earn a valued place in society. You learn not to take your reputation personally, but to allow it to rise and fall, to teach you where you are off the track in your behavior. When others begin to lose respect for you, it is your signal to step back, pay attention, and note the areas in your life where you need to make some adjustments. You are learning how to climb the ladder of success. Though you are eager to meet this challenge, you need to learn patience and responsibility in order to make the progress. There is a tendency for those of you who are rushing your success to forget to acknowledge those who have gone before you. Through this acknowledgement, you can gain assistance and support. If you try to climb the success ladder without recognizing these people, you will learn that they are stronger than you are and can make your journey quite difficult. As you learn the proper use of recognition, respect, and protocol, you learn to take your time on a more deliberate upward path. You are also learning how to control your environment positively. For by taking responsibility for your actions, you have power over the outcomes of your own reality. Control is an important issue for you since in past times you allowed your environment to run you. In this lifetime, you must learn how to discipline yourself without trying to manage those around you. If you try to control others, life becomes very heavy experience. You get dragged down and become bitter and resentful of all your burdens, recognizing that those around you have become dependent on you, but not recognizing that you have imposed this dependency. If you use your energy to take charge of your life, you will have the strength and perseverance to climb to the top in any field of endeavor. When you realize that this is a very visible lifetime, you learn how truly important it is to always put your best foot forward. You discover that because you have chosen to learn about the value of reputation and success in this existence, society holds you responsible for all your actions, personal and business. Society doesn't care whether its view of your personal life affects your ability to become successful in business or if your business reputation interferes with your personal life. Experience quickly teaches you always to protect your good name. Because yours is such a visible life, people may tend to be judgmental, and you are unconsciously asking to be judged. You feel that the only way to know how you are doing is to be judged by the members of your own community and measure your success by how much people respect you. It is important for you to recognize that not everyone is searching for the community approval that you feel is so necessary, and for you to learn to live and let live. Part of your need to become successful in this lifetime will be clear to you only after you recognize that it is not success alone you are striving for. It's recognition, respect, and it's a need to be useful. When you incorporate this awareness, you become a very important person who is held in high esteem in your community. You are learning to develop character along the way to achieving your goals.